Maken, Deus Ex Machina.
Okay, hello and welcome to Branch Takes a quick look at Maken X. This game was developed by Atlus and released in Japan in 1999 on the Dreamcast, then had a wider release in North America and Europe in 2000. I think it also had a PS2 re-release, but I don't think that ever actually came out in North America. Beyond that, I know very little about this game, so let's just click New Game and see what it has in store for us.
Is there anything else?
We haven't given it identification yet. Any ideas for a name?
Random numbers are fine. It's just artificial intelligence.
It still has life like we do. There's really no difference.
Fine. Then why don't we let it decide? We'll let Maken decide.
Okay, because this is just a quick look, I'm just gonna leave the name as is and just get right into the game, hopefully.
Not too bad for an artificial brain.
Say it like you mean it.
Wow, there's an underground facility at the lab.
There, that's Maken. Has it been awakened yet?
Soon, my dear.
I thought the Maken project was strictly confidential.
What's Kay doing here?
Chief Sagami wants her to see everything. That's why he brought her here. Is that thing really alive?
Well, we haven't implanted its psi yet. Its form is there, but its mind is empty.
Uh-huh. I know. Well, that's why we're giving it a mind.
A mind? How's that possible?
By temporarily transferring the psi of a human to its artifact. After receiving the stimulus, Maken will build up its own. As a result, Maken will become a mindful entity with its own self.
You've been studying, haven't you?
I'd like to work here one day.
Hey, why is Kay's tutor here?
Well, that's because Fei Chao has the gene that is required to wake Maken up.
Don't you think Fei's amazing? He's so cool.
Yeah.
Father, can I take a closer look?
Sure, go ahead.
This is the first awakening experiment ever. Are you scared?
No, I believe in your father.
All responses are positive.
Checking his eye. Rise and shine, Maken.
What? What's going on?
Follow the blood agreement, and you will protect everyone. Take the sword.
Faye! Faye! No! No!
Okay, so, I guess we're starting in Kanazawa, Japan. And I guess we can get character upgrades. And just see... Okay, yeah, so we can increase our power, speed, health, and everything. Okay. But, well, we don't really have anything else to do, so let's just start our first level. Wait, what is a brain jack? There's no characters available to do it to, so... Okay, let's go into our first level. Okay, so let's see what the game has in store for us. Because, honestly, I know very little about this. Okay, so we're in first person. We can turn, obviously. We can... Okay, we have a combo. Okay, if I tap forward, I also have a kind of overhead by the looks of things. Other than that, I can jump, and none of the other buttons appear to currently do much. Okay, if I hold L2, I can kind of look up and down, which is probably good to know. Okay, press Y to lock onto an enemy, and I can circle around an enemy when I'm locked onto them. Okay, good to know. Okay, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I have a general idea. Okay, move forward and tap A to jump over an enemy when I'm locked onto them. Well, that seems extremely good. I mean, I say that as I immediately mess up, but hey, it happens. Now, I have no idea what this kind of meter on the side means, and what the EX meter does. I imagine... Oh, that's a guy who appears to have a rocket launcher or something. Anyway, yeah, I have no idea what... I imagine it's kind of like a... I don't want to call it like a symbiosis meter, but I imagine when... I imagine it's kind of like my level in an RPG, I suppose. And the higher that goes, the more powerful I can become, I guess? I don't know. Okay, I also need to dodge this guy. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Okay, if I tap... Okay, this applies to fighting game logic of if I tap back, I can block, which is good information for me to have. Because realistically, knowing how to block is always important. So we hit that and bring this up. Is there anything in here? I wouldn't be able to go over... What does this do? Okay, I picked up an X, and I have no idea what that means. I'm sure the game will explain it when the gamer feels it is right to explain it. I'm going to leave that health pickup there, because I feel like I'm, healthy enough that I don't need it. And I see 2 health pickups in here, so this must be an ambush. Oh, also, I probably should have noted, obviously because this is an Atlus game from the late 90s, early 2000s, you also probably almost immediately identified it by the general art style. Hold down X to charge a special attack. Oh! Okay, that's good information to have. Let's try it out on this enemy. But yeah, as you can probably tell by the general art style, as you can tell by the art style, the art is mostly done by Kazuma Kaneko, who, did like all of the Megaton stuff around about this time. Yeah, so far this game is looking kind of cool. It's maybe a little clunky, but hey, I'll get used to it. Okay, we got a good parry on him there. Okay, let's take the stairs up this side. You know what? Maybe that was the play. Maybe that was actually a huge play. Okay, now, just charge this up, and that one-shots him. Good to know. I mean, I should have already known that. I did it once before. And there's another X here. What does that do? Genuinely, I have no idea what these do. So, the game will... Surely it has to explain it to me at some point. Also, I tried to just jump over him and ended up just taking a rocket to the face. So, hey, that's just how things go sometimes. Okay, now let's go down these stairs. Right as soon as I get rid of this guy. Fantastic. And I imagine we must be at least halfway through this level now, right? I don't know how long this is, but hey, we'll get there. Okay, we have another ambush. These guys have tonfas by the looks of things and appear to be on roller skates. Oh, I didn't lock onto them. I didn't lock onto them. That was a horrible mistake on my part. Okay, so it appears to be they do. Okay, so they do a kind of flip attack. Oh, there we go. 10 out of 10. I guess I just parried him that time. 10 out of 10, we love to parry. However, I took a ton of damage there, and I'm not exactly liking that, because I don't know what's further ahead, and I know that I know in games, you know, it's a kind of action game, so I imagine I will probably see a level boss appear at some point. Okay, fantastic, and I get that, which is a full health restore by the looks of it. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Okay, we have two enemies in here. Not gonna lie, okay, another one has popped in. Okay, that looks like a boss arena down there. Or at least an end-of-level kind of area. It's big and open. And it also appears to be an exit, so, yeah, I have a feeling that that must be where we're going. Also, the path seems to lead directly to it, so it would be a little bit weird if it wasn't. Either way, we just get through all these enemies. Also, there's just a person stood there, so yeah, it must be important. Okay, so let's keep moving on. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Man, Yakumo's seen better days. Disclaimer, this is not Shohei Yakumo from SMT V. I just wanted to do a joke. Unfortunately, I'm not very funny. Also, this man appears to be just, like, spitting scalpels at me. So, let's just try to dodge that. Okay, he's doing his little pirouettes with it. And that did a ton of damage. And that should... no. One more should finish him off. Oh, using your EX moves drains a little bit of your health. That's good information to have, actually. Okay, got him. Fantastic. We win.
Oh, Father.
I don't believe it! Sai is actually bonding to the sword.
I've never seen data like this. It's unprecedented.
Is Kay alright?
Well, it's not that simple. You see, Kay's and Maken's minds coexist in Maken's artificial brain. This situation is unique. I've never seen Sai bond like this. The Chief's the only one I know who might be able to save Kay.
Are you saying her mind will stay inside Maken forever? Well? You invented the damn thing, didn't you? Do something!
So, is Maken awake yet?
What is it this time?
Mr. Lee.
I see. It's all clear to me now. That's why Sagami's daughter woke Maken up. We know their plan's already in motion. We need to get going right now.
Who's he?
He sponsors this lab. Other than that, beats me.
What was the purpose of creating Maken anyway? And who took the Chief away? What's this all about?
Sorry, there's nothing you need to know.
What the? We nearly lost our lives.
Maken has godlike powers that allow him to destroy minds in the world of Sai. Its creation was essential to our plans. It's important for us to have his power over Psi to destroy them.
Now, who is them?
Them? I refer to those who would lead this world to destruction. Yet it is the work of one mind, the Devils.
Devil's work? Oh, sure. You've convinced me.
Terrorism, pestilence, poverty, pollution, worldwide oil shortage. There are even plans to use China and the US to start World War III. And all this is being done by someone who has the ability to control human minds.
Are you saying the world will be destroyed because of one person?
It's not important whether you believe me. It's the truth. Quickly, their plan is already in motion. If we want to have even the slightest chance of success, we must leave now.
Not gonna lie,
The latest medical device in psychiatry is actually a... I can't believe we jumped into this so blindly.
I have to leave now. I can't waste any more time talking with you folks. Maken, you know your duty. We created you with one purpose, and the reason they kidnapped Sagami was to gain access to his knowledge of the world of Psi. So, are you willing to pursue them in order to stop this mad conspiracy? The power that allows you to control a person's mind, along with their body, is called a brain. This is the godlike power that you possess, Maken.
If we don't do something for Kay now, what'll happen to her Psi?
She's still bound to Maken, isn't...
Yes, I think she is.
Maken, extract that man's memory. Once you do, you can find out where they took the... Remember, it's all up to you to get him. Do you understand? Maken, now that you know where the chief's located, go to Russia through China. If you stop at Hong Kong, you can meet Fei's sister. Otherwise, another Blade Master awaits you. You should follow the Blade Master's instructions when you meet them at your destination. There are many enemies that will try to stop you. Don't give up, and you'll find a clear path. When you gain enough strength, you'll be able to brainjack people with your godlike powers. I can't control you, so I can only hope that you'll do what's right to the end.
So this is the Psi dimension. The world of souls existing in a plane beyond reality. That explains why my mind has left my body, and I live as Psi. Well, my father told me I have nothing to worry about. Yes, nothing at all. Well, here we are. I haven't introduced myself. Oh, that's a nice name. I'm Kei Sagami. I'm 16 years old, and I attend Jusei High School. I have no siblings. My mother died right after I was born. You see, well, that's why my father was always around. So I wouldn't feel lonely. I really respect him. One day, I want to be a scientist and help work on the Psi Project. Well, that's another story. I guess I'm a little anxious. I talk a lot when I get nervous. Sorry. Something's coming towards me.
Sir, you have our thanks for flying the deadly skies and, by the way, prepare to die. How could you be so daft? Of course this is a trap. We're too high up, sweetheart. You're not going anywhere.
Okay, so that was a lot. And also, I don't know if it was an emulation issue, because I'm playing this on a Dreamcast emulator, or if the lines are actually cut off like that in the full proper game, and if you're playing on original hardware. Like, I genuinely don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try the second level, the seaplane, and see how it goes. Basically, I'm going to play this level, and then end off today's episode here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, they just run away like a big hero. So am I... Okay, no, I'm playing as a different character here. Not gonna lie, this first-person perspective from this character looks weird. They hit really hard, but like, I don't like the kind of tail thing. Oh, it's that tongue, because they were like shooting whatchamacallit. Because they would shoot scalpels in the previous level. But at the same time, like, I don't know. On the plus side, I can just annihilate these enemies, which isn't a bad thing. I do like being able to just annihilate some enemies here. Also, I probably should have waited to pick that up until I actually, you know, picked everything else up and killed the next enemy. You know, probably should have picked up the health power-up before I went into the next room. And, okay, that just one-shot them. I know I established that in the previous level, but to be totally honest, I thought it would have been a little different, like, in terms of just the animation for it. Anyway, I am doing very badly on this stage so far. I think I'm also realizing that maybe I'm just bad at levels on airships, because I remember I played... I remember a few years ago, I tried playing the original... Not the original Ninja Gaiden, because I was on like the NES, and I think in the arcade. But like, I remember trying the Xbox one, and I got stuck on the airship level, which I think is only like the third level in the game, and I got stuck there for a little while. Also, I don't know if I can block the rockets, and if I can't, that makes having to dodge them in that little corridor a bit of a pain. Okay, we have a full heal, so that's good at least. Also, during that slightly long cutscene, I did just look up a couple of things about the game. As it turns out, apparently this game was the first one that Kasura Hashino directed. Which, obviously, these days, he's doing, you know, a lot more stuff with Atlus, considering he was the director of Persona 3, 4, and 5. And is doing Metaphor ReFantasio, which... That game looks interesting, and I will play it. Like, the game looks interesting, I will play it, but I kind of wish that the main character designs didn't have such a... I don't know, some of the main character designs in it, while they do look kind of cool, also just have a very distinct air of like, we have the Persona 3 and 4 protagonists at home. Where it's like, almost as if they took those protagonists, merged them with another character, and went, yeah, this is our protagonist now. Like, the main character just looks like if you took Minato and fused him with Aegis. Like, I don't know if I'm the only person who thinks that, but that's currently my thought on it. And that's my only real, I guess, I don't want to call it a complaint, but it's one of my only kind of, like, concerns about the game. Also, I want to pick up all of these, and I have no idea what they do. But it appears to be very close to a rank up, so... Oh! Okay, that was a 1, and it's gone up to a 2. Good to know. So, yeah, not exactly a great sign when like, I have to defeat all the enemies, including what appears to be the level boss. But yeah, not a great sign when I couldn't figure out that it was a 1 until it turned into a 2. Actually, maybe she isn't the level boss. But there's plenty of healing items in here. And speaking of which, I'm just gonna jump away like a big hero and pick one up, because I am borderline dead. There we go. And let's just pick up all of these and keep on moving. And there is no little health pickup there. Might as well just go back to full health. How you doing, buddy? So what do I have to do? Do I attack? Oh. Brain jack this character? Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. So is this going to be like a stealth section, or what? What am I doing here? Oh, I just become a different character? Okay. That's a little interesting.
Okay, let's go. Everything should be fixed.
Looks like the spare lines are good to go. Now we can access the central terminal. By the way, do you know what's the deal with Mr. Lee?
He's some old fart who thinks he's the modern messiah.
He seems like a very important person. He's got a lot of contacts.
Here's something I bet you don't know. His company isn't legitimate.
What? How come you never told me?
Must have slipped my mind. Besides, I don't care what they do, as long as I get paid.
I hope it's nothing too illegal.
Don't be such a prude, Anne.
Well, why Kay? Not Kay, though. This is horrible. If something happens to the chief, will she be like this forever?
Don't worry about Kay. We'll do something. Just calm down.
Don't make any rash promises, and don't drag me into this.
Why don't we just try and sort this out?
Whatever.
Oh, man. Plan X wasn't really just a simple medical device, was it? We created a living weapon. This thing destroys human minds.
Mr. Lee's probably behind this, and I'll bet the chief is too.
Kay had the key to awaken Maken. She must possess the D gene. Do you think it's just a coincidence?
Maybe Sagami used her gene as a standard while developing Maken, without telling us a thing.
Experimenting on his own daughter. Who is this guy? But I guess Faye was supposed to wake up Maken.
Why wouldn't he tell us that Kay was his model?
I guess he didn't think it was necessary.
There's no point discussing it. This is all purely speculation.
We may find something if we look at the original specifications.
You know, those are classified, Anne.
Aren't you curious?
Reading secret documents without authorization? No thanks. Not interested.
But we've been deceived. Don't you feel like you've been betrayed?
I suppose that was his call. A wise man never courts danger.
Kay is a human being. We need to do something to help her.
Jeez. This is how people find out things they shouldn't know. Now I know how Adam must have felt.
As Eve, I'd have no regrets. Let's get access to the data.
hope there's something in there that'll be useful to my career.
All right, nice landing. You're a pretty good pilot. I'm supposed to take another flight to Moscow from here. But you know, I think we're being followed. How about we go to another city? We better board the plane from there. What's that? Oh, I really don't have time to look for Faye's sister. Why don't you go ahead and decide how we're getting to Moscow?
Okay, so am I getting put... Okay, I'm just getting dropped back on level select. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna save, just in case I do decide to come back. But I'm gonna end off today's episode... But I'm gonna end off this quick look here. And I do think this game is interesting. I'm kind of 50-50 on if I want to come back and play more of it. But, like, okay, more accurately, I'm kind of 50-50 on if I want to come back and play more of it as a series. I might play a little bit of it just off-screen and see where the story goes. But it's kind of interesting, not gonna lie. I mean, I say that I'm recording this the day before this goes up, because SMT V Vengeance comes out the day this goes up. So, yeah, if you're playing that today, hopefully it's great. I mean, I say hopefully, I mean, the original release was great. Anyway, I'm gonna end off today's episode here. To be totally honest, I had actually had something else planned for tomorrow. That's been pushed back a couple of weeks. But anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I'll hopefully see you all next time for whatever it is I'm doing next. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.